You hear it now, simple and fierce, rise stronger after each fall. Let those words land like a heartbeat. Feel them, in the place that remembers every stumble, every late night, every time you thought you could not breathe. This is not a command, it is an invitation, a gentle, relentless calling toward your next breath, your next stand. Imagine the quiet right after a storm, when the air tastes different, when the earth seems charged and tender. That moment is ours. Hold this truth with me and let it spark the first small motion forward, because even a single step after a fall rewrites the path ahead, and we step together into what comes next. Remember the weight of the fall, not to dwell, but to honor. The scrape of knees, the sting of disbelief, the echo of self-doubt. Those moments shaped you. They are not failures to hide, but stories that teach how to move with more care. When you name the hurt, you reclaim its power. You learn where to brace, where to let go, and how to hold space for a softer landing next time. Community learns the same way. By sharing wounds, we lighten them. So bring your story here. Let the memory of impact become the outline for a new strength, and let us keep walking into that light together. Now take one small step with me. Not a leap, not a promise to never fall again, just one chosen move. Maybe it's reaching out to someone. Maybe it's forgiving yourself for being human. Maybe it's getting back to the drawing board. That single act is resistance against despair and a quiet claim on possibility. Watch how a single step bends fate toward resilience. Each tiny motion sends a ripple. Confidence wakes, curiosity returns, and the next step looks clearer. Keep that motion. The horizon is widening because you moved, and we continue onward, one steady foot after another. Each fall writes a sentence into our story. You are not a single mistake. You are a collection of returns, corrections, and discoveries. Think of the person you admire most. Their steadiness likely comes from 1,000 small recoveries you never noticed. When you tell your story, you stitch resilience into the world. We listen, and in listening, we are healed. Tell it aloud or whisper it to paper. The act of naming the lesson gives it shape. Let those sentences accumulate and watch a narrative of strength emerge from the echoes of learning we hold together. Repair is less dramatic than you imagine. It is the slow mending of threads, the patient rinsing of wounds, the daily rituals that stitch a life whole. When something breaks inside you, you learn new crafts. Patience, kindness toward the self, the art of asking for help. This work often happens in silence, journals at midnight, phone calls that last too long, hands that refuse to let go. In those quiet hours, resilience gets built, not with fireworks, but with steady, ordinary courage. Hold that image. Repair is noble, and it belongs to you. What did the fall teach you? Maybe it taught boundaries, maybe patience, maybe how to ask for help. These lessons become anchors when storms return. Anchors aren't chains that bind, they are points of return, reminders of who you can be when fear knocks at the door. Keep those lessons close. Write them on a card, share them in a message. Let them be your compass. This is how community grows stronger, by sharing anchors so others can find their footing in the darkest of tides, and we move toward the next sunrise together. There is a moment when pain becomes a teacher and permission to grow becomes exhilaration. You notice a shift. Bitterness softens, purpose sharpens. Turning pain into power doesn't mean forgetting. It means harnessing the memory into fuel for action. You begin to use your experience as a torch for others, guiding those still stumbling through the dark. This is true strength. The willingness to be marked by life and then to offer that mark as a map. Stand tall in that knowledge. You are more than your past. You are the one who rose. Courage is not a single roar. It becomes a habit, an available muscle you can call upon. Each time you rise, you practice a small piece of bravery, speaking when it's hard, trying when you risk losing, loving when you fear rejection. Over time, these acts knit a pattern of habit, a second nature that protects you like armor and also softens you like a well-worn coat. Habitual courage doesn't erase fear. It teaches you how to move when fear is present. Keep moving. The habit grows stronger with each tried step, and we keep climbing together. Now feel the climb for what it is, not an escape from struggle, but a transformation because of it. In this high moment, resolve is not loud. It is steady and clear. You claim your scars as medals of true experience, not shame. You see not only your own horizon, but the paths you have lit for others. This is the summit of becoming, where fall and rise are braided into one continuous motion of life. From here, the world looks different and you are changed. Let that change be the promise you keep living into. You are not rising just for yourself. You are rising to give. Each lesson you carry becomes a lantern for someone still finding their way. When you speak your truth, you make room for others to breathe. When you offer a hand, you shorten someone's fall. In community, resilience multiplies. Your comeback becomes a template, an offering, an open door. Let generosity be the natural outgrowth of your returning strength. Share what you learned openly and watch how what was once a personal victory becomes a shared lifeline. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is simply be present. Presence is a quiet force, an ear, a shoulder, a steady gaze. In those moments, healing takes the space to breathe. Your presence with others allows small recoveries to take root, and in giving that presence, you deepen your own resilience. The world is heavy, yes, but when we sit with one another, the weight becomes manageable. Practice showing up. It matters more than you think, and it connects us in ways that outlast any single triumph. Rise stronger after each fall means this. You allow yourself to fall. You learn what the fall taught you. You repair and you return, and then you offer what you gained to the people beside you. It means embracing your humanity and choosing courage again and again. This is the life lesson. Every fall contains the seed of a higher rise. If this message touched you, join our community, subscribe, share this story, and tell us how you rise. Leave your truth in the comments so others can find their way. Together we rise stronger after each fall, and together we keep going.